And then going on to the next page, Staples provides in their planning pages just some, well, planning pages. And it's just for you to kind of mark down goals and stuff. But I find that this is more important to me, is the week on 2 pages. And as you can see, we have a lot going on this week. But what I really wanted to show you more than anything else is how I use my week. Again, I mentioned before that I'm the type of person that I just need to see everything all in one place. I will not remember to go through and, you know, look at each one of these tabs every single day. And so I needed one kind of central location for everything. And so I have my week. My week is what that's going to be. And each day I'm just going to use it as kind of a checklist for my schedule, my to-do list, everything that I need. But then I also have this. This is my daily checklist. I call it my dailies. It's everything that I need to do Monday through Friday through Sunday, whatever, morning and night. Years and years and years ago, when I first got married, I didn't know how to do things because I was very young when I got married, and so I joined Fly Lady, and I love her system of routines and just kind of, you know, having a morning to-do list and kind of a launch pad thing. So I've used that for a long time. So I have everything here, and it all kind of seems very like, of course you should know to do all of this stuff, but there are days where I'm running around crazy and I don't know where my head is, much less what I need to do next. And so I find this very helpful. But rather than have to write it down every day, I made it I made it on my computer, and then I just laminated it and punched it. And on this side I have my weekly stuff, what I need to do each day. So down here I have listed weekly chores in the evening. And then, so I just flip over here. So I keep this here. It acts as a marker for which day of the, which week I'm in. I can just automatically turn to it. I have a little flag here today, so that when my planner's closed, I just open it up right there. And so that is very handy, and I can mark that off with a marker and wipe it off later if I want. Also, I have these that I printed out from eatathomecooks.com. She has these really cute printables. They're blue and green, and they're made to go on 8.5 by 11 paper, but I had to shrink it down on my copier, so it came out in black and white. But it's fine. It works out well, and it's really cute. You've got, you can put your daily meal plan here. You can put a grocery list here if you like. If you just need to get a few items, or if you need to remember to transfer that to your master grocery list or whatever, you can do that. And I have it double-sided. And what I've done is I've punched it on both sides and folded it in half, so that way it doesn't cover up the rest of my week, and I can just kind of keep this in here as a reference. But I don't have it written down in 2 places. I don't have it written down in my menu tab, and then I come here and I have to write it down. It just saves me a step to have it here, because I need things to be very quick, very simple, or I'll forget to do them, or I'll just get lazy and not feel like doing them, and then what's the point? Because at that point it's just, you're not utilizing it, and so you're not going to be very organized. And then I have Post-its that, this one I had on my dashboard, and then I moved it once I had a date picked out for that activity, which happens to be my son's birthday party. He's 14. I can't believe it. I just, peeled it off, stuck it on that day, and that's what that is. So anyway, I have all these. That's my calendar. And these are task things. They're task pad that you also get. They're ARC staples. They're made by them, and they come in these really thick task pads, and I just keep a few of them kind of spread out throughout, and then also I have some in the back here. And so you can see here I just have a thin stack in here because I don't want it to take up too much room. But anyway, what I've done is when I'm doing things for the calendar and I come up with something like, let's say I get an email about something that's coming up in 2 months, and I'm like, oh, I really need to follow up on that. So I just created a little pending thing here. So, for instance, in February I have a couple of projects that are pending, and so I'm waiting on some things that I had emailed, and it's specifically for some dates in February. So when I get to February, I can know right away, oh, I need to check on those. So I just have this little pending thing here. And then I'm not a super decorator, so I just did washi tape at the bottom. They're different for each month. I don't know if I'll continue to do that or not, but it does look cute, so maybe I will. So then I have projects, and projects, again, I have a little sticky note here that has the key, so that way I'm like, I don't remember where I had that key at, and it's just right here. So on my to-do list, these are to-do lists by ARC, and so far these are working well for me. I just wrote down each task, and then I like to cross things off because check marks, I don't see them, and so I'll forget. I need to know right away that I did that, so I just cross off. But they have this handy check mark tab, so I put the date of when it was completed there, because this is not a to-do list that I need to do today. This is a to-do list that just needs to get done at some time. And so here I color-coded it by priority as to home, work, church, personal, school, and then over here I put the date of when they were completed for my reference. When this is full, there's a second side, so they are two-sided, so I can just flip the page, or probably what I'll do, because I don't use this top line, is I'll probably just flip it over like that and do the same thing that way. But for now, I just have that in here. One thing that I like about the ARC is that these are easily, you don't have to open, you don't have to do this, you just tear it out, then you can replace it. Occasionally, if you are doing that a lot, these things will get, if you can see here, they do get a little bent, and so they don't have their sticky, or not sticky, but like they won't just stick in there very well. But that really only happens on things that I've noticed, on things that I use quite a bit, but just for a short amount of time. So otherwise, anything that is in here is in here. So it doesn't bother me that much that it does that. Anything that I feel like I'll be using a lot and that I don't want it to come out, I can laminate it like I did for my weekly list, and then that saves that. In my projects list, I have 2 more tabs here. These are projects that are long-term, and so I have separate sections in here. They're not necessarily to-do lists. They're things that I just want to be able to flip to quickly. And I can always put, extra things in here. So, and once again, I've got Post-its back here, washi tape just to decorate it and add color.